Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. And today is a seal clubbing double header. As you can see, I'm in the Panzer B2, as is Patrick and Roach. Good old Roro. Now this is played over Christmas. We played quite a few games together this Christmas. And, yeah. I mean, we're just going to be a bit dirty, really. It's just a bit dirty. Playing the Panzer B2. Disgusting tank, to be honest. Has very good armour for its tier. Kind of a shit gun. You do need to fire gold against anything with somewhat cardboard armour. Paper people you can pen with AP, but cardboard upwards is APCR. I'm just pissing about with Patrick, pretending to shoot at him. I think I shot underneath him then. But yeah, you know, we're just moving up, seeing what we can do. Roro's shooting at him. Shooting AP at him, because, you know, it'll bounce. But either way, don't really want him shooting at Patrick too much. So we're moving up to the middle, because, well, why the fuck not? You know what I mean? We spot an enemy Panzer B2, and I bounce him, and Artie is just raining in on him. And we decide we want to push up here, me and Patrick, or Patrick and I, rather. He's stopped, which I didn't realise. So I come round, Patrick shoots me in the head, whilst I try and kill still the M2 medium. But you know, that's fine, I don't mind. Artie hits me, because Artie is a cunt. And then the other Artie hits Patrick. And trying to get a shot on this T-56. And because it has armour, I bounce on its hull. So I start trying to shoot it in the gun shield. And the bitch gun on our team manages to take him out. Now you see me turn and see the Valentine and load gold. That's because the Valentine has somewhat decent armour. But this mid plate, as you can see, is flat, and its turret can normally be penned if you get the right area. We have a T-56 GMC just driving through the B line for some reason, and is about to die. The Valentine decided to look at him instead, so I just shoot the Valentine. And the Valentine decides to show me his ass. Because, well, why not? I leave him on 13 HP. I've gone back to AP for the STRV and kill him. And there was a Panzer 1C behind me who was shooting at me, and I managed to bounce him, so that's fair enough. I don't really mind. And you can see the boys just decide to go and rush in on this Valentine. I'm trying to cover him from the T-127, and I decide to move down. I'm a bit worried about the Panzer, about the BT-7 artillery that's over around here as well as the Panzer B2. As you can see, I'm looking over towards where the Panzer was, but the boys are rushing in. Roro gets martyred. The Panzer 1C gets T-127, and Patrick gets Panzer 3E'd. So we know there's a martyr over here. There he is. And I can shoot him with AP because he's one of those paper people. I'm blind firing him. One of those must have missed. That one kills him. I have AP loaded. I need gold for the T-127, and I can go right through his turret. I'm not too worried about that Panzer 3E because at this angle he should bounce. As I say that, he pens me. I wondered at the time how he even penned me. And I start looking at him, start looking at the T-127 a bit. There's a BT-7 Artie as well, who doesn't need to pen me because he's firing HE. And he shoots the corpse of Patrick, so that's not much to worry about. And I decide, you know what, I'm going to kill this T-127. And if this BT-7 Artie wants to push me, he can push me. I've got the Panzer 3E as well. And there's now the Panzer B2 behind me. I'm looking at the Panzer B2. I was keeping an eye on that BT-7 Artie in case he tries to rush me. See the side of the Panzer B2, managed to bounce there as well because that's a bad place to shoot him. I want to shoot him in that little box, and there we go. The Panzer 3E decides to poke around to shoot me. He actually pens me as well. I'm shooting at the Panzer 3E. The BT-7RT managed to miss, which was fortunate because I wasn't paying him a lot of attention. And I come round, he shoots again in huge haste and worry, clearly. Excuse me, I'm just joking. The fact that he hit me and only tracked me, and now he's dead. So there we go. I'm in the tier 4. I've done 1,000 damage. I've got 5 kills. I'm chasing down the Top Gun with this Panzer IIIe. He's being shot at from everyone and their mother. I miss him with the killing shot. With the potential kill shot. I miss his cupola again. And I miss again! I thought I had him as I moved. And then that shell goes a little high into the left and bounces off his turret. And bada bing, bada boom. I pick him up. And there we go. That is 1,094 damage. Nice little drift there from the Panzer 1C, we will say. But yeah. Panzer B2. 1k damage. 6 kills. Let's fucking go, champ. But anyway, as I said at the start of this, you know, as I said at the start of this replay, this is in fact a double header. So we have another game. And, well, this other game was played right after this game. Literally right after this game in real life. But also in this replay, obviously, it's going to be right after because it's the next replay to be... I'm going to stop talking. And in fact, I'm going to close that. And you know what? I'll be back in a second when the next replay will be up. Boom. See you in a minute. If people enjoy these videos, there's fucking something wrong with them. Alright, boom. We're back. Here we are. The second replay. Bada bing, bada boom. As I said, this was the game right after that airfield game. We are on, what's this map? Empire's Border. Shit map. Yeah. Panzer B2. A little bit about this tank. It has preferential matchmaking. So, normally preferential matchmaking is only +1 mm. But this has special pref mm in that it is always top tier. You always are going to see some tier 4s, unless you're in a platoon like this, in which you could be the top 3, and then there'll be 5 tier 3s, and then the rest tier 2s. But that's bullshit. I waited for Roach, because Roach was AFK at the start a little bit, so we decided to track Patrick to you know, to keep him near us, so that we'd all be close together whilst we drive, and then he shoots Roach up the arse. And then he shoots him again. And then he's gonna shoot him again. And he's turned blue at this point. And normally that doesn't stop Patrick. So you might shoot him again in a minute. But he's gone blue anyway, because he's an idiot. Anyway. Yes. Preferential matchmaking. You're always top. You're always top tier. You're never bottom tier. You're never even middle tier. You're normally top tier. Patrick's now shooting behind me, and he's just shot me, and now he's been banned because he is a fucking moron. So in matchmaking like this, where you have 3 of us against 2 of them in Panzer B2s, 3 of us of the 5 that are fucking of the 5-10 matchmaking, the 3 of us that are top tier out of 5, 1 of you decides to be a fucking moron and get yourself banned. You're an idiot, Patrick. You're a fucking idiot. But regardless, me and Roro decide we're just gonna fucking drive along. And we don't give 2 fucks, really. We don't give 2 fucks about any of these people. The enemy Panzer B2 goes, alright, I see you T-29, you're dead. And then the enemy Panzer 1C goes, oh, I see you, enemy Panzer 1C, you're dead. The B2's rushing our cruiser, load the gold, obviously, because it's another B2, and start shooting him in his little box. And he's bouncing off me because he's firing normal AP. I bounce off him because he's driving all over the place, and I can't aim for shit, apparently. I'm aiming again, shooting underneath the gun of the cruiser, and Roro takes him out. Bada bing, bada boom. The enemy M4, the M48A1. No, the M8. What the fuck tank is it? The M8A1 on the enemy team took out Patrick. Roro's going over to shoot the Panzer 1C. I'm getting the higher HP one. I did look over at the one that Roro was meant to kill, but didn't, and I managed to kill this one. So now I decide, you know what? I feel like we should go back. Never mind, there's the enemy Panzer B2, and the cunt's firing gold, and has hit me. And he's hit me again. And I bounce off him. And I pen him that time, because he poked over just enough that I could get a little bit underneath his turret. And he's just bouncing off me, bouncing off me. I'm trying to shoot. There's the kind of side of the turret and the little bit of the cupola that you can shoot that are pennable with gold from this distance. Well, that are pennable with gold, should I be able to hit him. But I'm driving forwards at him, and I'm turning and angling. He still manages to pen me. You're a cunt. Roro puts a shell into him. Roro has more HP than me at this point. So I'm saying to Roro, look, you can just take 2 shots more than me. So I'm just coming wide, and then we can just gank this guy. Roro's shooting at him. He's shooting at Roro. He's looking at me. He manages to hit me somehow. I hit him, and then I pulled back, but he still hit me. And now I say, there's a T-46 behind us. We need to kill this Panzer B2. I'm shooting him in his box, and boom, he's gone. And now Roro's taken out from behind by the T-46. Now at this point, it's 13-7 to the enemy team. I'm on 191 HP, and it's just me and a Hetzer. It's just me and a Hetzer against 8 enemies. Is it 8 enemies? Yes, it's 8 enemies. There's a T-46 over here. I don't need gold for him, so I'm going to fire AP. And there's 1 AP into him. I see the T-56. Now he can pen me if he knows where to shoot me. Shoot him in his lower plate. Shoot him in his upper plate. I've left him on 1 HP, so I go and kill him. He doesn't even fire. No worries. There we go. It's now 9-13. The Hetzer took out the M8A1, and I've taken out the T-56. And I'm going to come and take out this T-46, because he can't pen me. And I know full well he ain't going to know where to shoot me. So I give him a little bit of a ram. I give him a little bit of a ram for 56 HP. I take nothing in return from the ram, and I shoot him and kill him. And now, I'm going to get my skates on. I'm going to go full speed back towards our Hetzer. Because as you can see, 4 of the 5 enemies, of the last enemies, have been spotted, and they're all over here. So we need to go back and help the Hetzer. He's saying help in chat. I say affirmative. I'm coming. I'm like the World Cup. I'm coming home. He says K. Sure thing, boy. Anyway, as I say, I'm slow as fuck though. Anyway, to put this into perspective of the last game I did just over 1,000 damage, and I got 6 kills. This game I'm at 933 damage already, and I have 4 kills. The Hetzer's saying, don't worry, they come. I say affirmative. I know, bro. I know. I'm all over this. I'm on it like a car bonnet, son. Alright? Don't worry. Part of me is thinking that M5 Stuart may come through this middle bit. You get me? And I'm saying to the Hetzer, I just want to be able to cover you if they decide to rush you. Because at this point, I don't know if they're working together as a team, you know. They could be saying, oh boy. Oh, you could see there. I was so concerned about someone coming through this middle that I had my turret, I don't know if you can be able to see it, yeah. I had my turret pointing backwards whilst I was driving towards the Hetzer. And actually managed to spot this LTVZ-38, the little Czech thing. Now he's in a platoon with the enemy LTP, who is a beta player. So if he's a beta player, you know he's going to be a decent player. So I thought that LT player is going to be pretty good as well. But I kind of, you know, I want to be able to help the Hetzer if they rush him. I can't see the Hetzer as of yet because of those rocks in the way, but I do want to stay over here because, I mean, we've spotted that LT, and where that LT is, that LTP may well be. So I'm just staying poking over here, seeing what I can see. And now I'm saying to the Hetzer, now we wait, lol. Haha. He gives me the smiley. Tactical smiley from the Hetzer. Tactical smiley. I'm seeing which way he's looking. He's looking over there. Okay, no worries. No worries. I'm looking out over here. I don't know where the fuck that LT went, but he ain't coming back as of yet. And where the enemy is, I mean, fuck knows. This Type 95, this M5 Stuart, I thought they would have been pushing the Hetzer, but they ain't. So I'm sitting here thinking, what do I do? I want to speed this game up because I'm slow as fuck and there's only 7 minutes left, do you get me? But if I push, then they might push the Hetzer and I'm not going to get back there in time, and then they can just surround me and overwhelm me. I kind of want to keep them alive, but I kind of want to, you know, push the tempo. I want to get some kills out of the way so we can try and dominate this game. Our Panzer 1C says something, and the Hetzer says, are they scared? And I say, I think so. I mean, I'd be scared of me. Fucking 4 kills. You can't really pen me. Yeah, be worried. I'm a crazy motherfucker. Named Ice Cube. Anyway, the LTP comes. There's 1 into him. There's 2 into him. He's dead. And I don't even know if he spotted me. Roro was AFK. He comes back. Says, Jesus Christ. And then he says, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I said low when I took out the LTP. I say, alright mate, to Roro. Because he's not in Discord, so I'm going to type it. I have 1,037 damage done with 5 kills. And I say, you know what? I've had enough of this. I want to see if this LT is over here. And if he is, I want to kill him. Now I'm thinking because the LTP was over here that the LT may well be. So I'm just going for a little poke, see if he's around that corner. And then I think, you know what? That's not a good idea. Seeing that his LTP mate died, it might be a good idea for that LT to have run away towards his other teammates. She might have done. So I think, you know what? I'm going to turn round. I'm going to come over to our Hetzer. And I think we should push the other side. I want the Hetzer to come over to this bush to spot, whilst I go and poke round this corner over here. But the Hetzer doesn't say anything. So we don't. Then he says, we go right? But I was typing, I want to poke out to see where they are. Oh shit, what's the, how do I, oh fuck. I'm doing all sorts of things. And he says, but I don't want to leave this flank open. Then I say, ah, fuck it. Because he wants to push right. So we're just going to fucking go and push right. At this point, it's a gamble. There's 4 minutes 30 left. We kind of need to gamble, don't we? The Hetzer was going, decides to wait for me for a minute. But then thinks, ah, fuck it, he's slow. I'm just going to go. So he's going out, seeing what he can see. He's driving into houses. You know, he's doing his thing. I rate it. I rate it. Yeah, you fuck that house. So now, the Hetzer is looking to go left. I kind of want to go right to push up where that Type 95 was. Because if he hasn't pushed by now, he's probably still going to be up over here somewhere. And there is a tank that hasn't been spotted, which is, what is it? The Panzer 2G, indeed. Now, we're not worried about running out of ammo. Mostly because I won't be able to fire it all in the time that's left anyway. But I have a lot of ammo left still. 75 rounds, if you can see. I shoot the M5 Stuart. I try to track him. I do track him with the second shell. And then I bounce with the third. And then I miss with the fourth. And the Hetzer goes, ah, fuck you. So I get 269 tracking. I wanted that to be the Top Gun. But oh well. You know? Oh well. There's 3 minutes 20 left. There's now 3 enemies left. We can do this. A kill a minute. We got this. Apart from I'm slow as fuck. And so's the Hetzer coming uphill, but he is faster than me. Anyway, I'm on 1088 damage and 5 kills. This is looking like a tasty game again. Right after the airfield game. I mean, 2 good games in a row. That's rare for me. But then again, we are seal clubbing. So, you know. Anyway. Me and the Hetzer are both moving up together. I'm wondering where this Type 95 is. He's not around here. And I'm like, oh shit. There's someone in the base. I'm telling him to go to the cap because he's fast. And I'm not. Now I'm thinking, that could be the Panzer IIG that's not been spotted. It could be the LTVZ. He might have actually decided, VZ. He might have decided to actually push round here. I find the Type 95 who's AFK. So I'm just going to farm him real quick. And then I say to him, LT is in cap. And then I kill the Type. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go back to the Hetzer and see if I can help him. Because he might not make that in time. Which is a very weird way of thinking. That's what I was thinking. If the Hetzer's not going to make it, I can. Even though I'm infinitely slower than the Hetzer, but you know. And then I put in chat again, it's the LT, he's pretty blind because, you know, he couldn't see me. And I'm still coming back to the cap, just in case, you know, the Hetzer resets but then dies. That would be the better reasoning for it. I'm still concerned that the Panzer IIG hasn't been spotted, and, you know, there's a minute 20 left. I kind of have that in my mind at this point, which is why my turret is kind of angled the way it is, so I can snap that way if he gets spotted through here or something. There's 20 seconds left on the cap, and the Hetzer hasn't found the LT yet, and now he's found him, and now he's killed him. Bada bing, bada boom! And now there's a minute to try and find the Panzer IIG. Now I am deeply concerned as to where this guy is. He's not been spotted the whole game, which makes me think he's AFK in base. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I need to try and get to the enemy base in 45 seconds now, in 40 seconds from now, to see where he is. As you can see, I'm saying to our Hetzer, I think he's AFK. I have to drive through a house. Fuck, that's gonna slow me down. And I tried to come this way because I thought, you know, this is the quickest line I can take through here to get to the enemy base. But like, yeah, I'm saying fuck, because it's going to end up a draw. I have 1.5k damage on a tier 4 tank with a top gun, and I think it's going to be a draw. But the Panzer IIG is there, and he is AFK! I say GG anyway to the B2, to the Hetzer, and I take out the Panzer IIJ for my 7th kill, 1700 damage, with 2 seconds left. 2 seconds! 2 seconds! Oh! That is one of the closest games I have had to kill the last guy. 2 seconds to kill that guy. Thank fuck for the fast rate of fire on the Panzer B2. That's all I can say. Anyway, yes, I hope you've enjoyed these 2 replays. Yeah, fucking seal clubbing. It's nasty business, but it can be kind of fun. And you get interesting games from it as well. Like this game was, you know, pretty interesting. Anyway, yeah. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do the normal YouTube shit, you know what I mean. But anyway, have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video again. I'll see you on the next one. And let's go look at the post-battle results for the 2 games.